Hi everybody, it's Carolyn. And today we're going to draw something totally different. We're going to draw a mandala. That is Mandala. And I love drawing mandalas. Now, as you look at this one, you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, that's too complicated. And no, it's not. It is just uh, almost like just a very spiritual doodle. And we're going through some strange times now, being at home by ourselves, and drawing can be very therapeutic. And this is something that a 3 or 4 year old can do and a 94-year-old can do. So it's very broad, and I hope you join me. And so, uh, and mandala is basically the roots of it is actually kind of very religious from the um, Hindu religion and the Buddhist religion. They actually started spiritual drawings and starting with a circle. The mandala is just another word for circle. So if you know your triangles and your squares and your rectangles and your hearts and your circles and ovals, then you'll be able to do great with this. So grab your paper, any kind of paper, and grab a pencil. And we're going to get started. So I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to use a thinner Sharpie. Usually I use a thicker Sharpie, but since our shapes can be kind of small, I want to use a thinner point. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm so excited about this, is we're going to do a little circle. Okay? So just a little circle in the center of your paper. And that's kind of like the seed of which your whole mandala is going to grow from there. So then we're going to draw a line right on the top, probably about, I don't know, maybe a little less than 1/2 inch long. The trick is to make sure that all your lines are the same length. So we're going to come down here and draw this line as if it just cut right through the circle. So as you can see, both of those lines are the same. Now we're going to turn our paper, okay? And then we're going to draw another line like here, and then draw another line right there. All the same length. So far, so good. Okay. And then in the middle of 2 lines, we're going to draw another 2 lines. See, this is simple, this is fun, this is like doodling. And then we're going to do the last 2 lines. So it kind of looks like a sun, doesn't it? Now the most important thing is to have 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, and we always draw 8 shapes. So if there is a rule to mandala, it's sticking to 8. But honestly, if you find that you have 9 shapes, go for it. It really doesn't matter. In drawing a mandala, the end result is not really what we're going for. It's just the process of drawing, in the process of losing ourselves in these shapes. So keep that in mind. We're not worried about how this is going to end up. So we're going to make up a shape, any shape that you want. I'm going to do maybe a triangle. So an upside down triangle. And so what I'm going to do, and it's all right to move your paper, I'm going to draw a triangle on every one of these shapes, or every one of these lines. I hope I'm not making you dizzy by moving my paper. Like I said, everybody in the whole family could do this. Okay, so there's my design so far. So now I get to choose another design, another shape. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to do maybe a half circle and connect these two. I'm going to connect my 2 triangles. You see? Connect my 2 triangles. go. Look at it, it kind of looks like a flower, doesn't it? Now you can go back inside and do something in a shape that you've already created. So, for example, I'm going to go between these two lines. I'm going to do a teardrop. You see that teardrop? You can do like a circle, you can do anything that you like. I'm just doing a teardrop. We're going to go all the way around. Okay, so those are my 8 teardrops. Now I think we'll just go on top of this curved part. We're going to do another circle. Your circles don't have to be perfect. Again, this is just the process of drawing. Put on some nice music. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around. Now step back and look at your design already. Isn't that fun? And you've created this. So I think what we're going to do now is maybe just draw a line like right there. And another line to connect those those circles. And maybe another line. And another line. So no 2 mandalas have to look alike. We're just having fun putting lines on the table. I mean on the paper. I don't think we want on the table. Okay. So what other shape? Maybe we can do like a curve and connect these 2 circles together. See how I'm doing that? A little curve. So you can, like if you want to doodle or if you're a little restless and you're watching something on TV, you can grab just a scrap piece of paper and just start with that circle, remember, in the center, and those 8 lines, and then just go to town. So this is what we're doing so far. Now let's see. I might just do like a heart. Oh, let's start here in the center of your line right there. I'm going to draw a heart. That's a shape. A heart. Now, I admit it's kind of hard to make all your hearts look alike. But do they all have to look alike? No, they don't all have to look alike. Some might be a little bigger. Some might be a little smaller. But that's all right. It's just the process of drawing. There we go. All the way around. As you can see, this is one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so let's see. Now, let's go the opposite way. Instead of doing our curve up, let's go under. We're going to go from one heart corner and dip down and go to the other heart. Ah, that could be a good design. There we go. And as you can see, like the space in between this is a lot smaller than the space in between that. And that's all right. We're not perfect. Here we go, all the way around. How's our design so far? Isn't it beautiful? A lot of times they have mandala coloring books, and those are fun to color. But why not draw your own mandala? And then you can color in your own mandala. That's very fun. Okay, so let's see. The hardest thing about this is coming up with the next shape. So maybe like in this little dip here, why don't we do a diamond? We haven't drawn a diamond yet. So we're going to go all the way around. And you can draw one of these for all your family. Or maybe this one can be just for you. You can draw it and color it and hang it up on your own wall. And you could go as big as you want. This can just keep going and going and growing. So I think from here, I'm going to maybe do a little arc over our heart, like that. Okay. How are we doing? I know this is totally different from drawing a panda or drawing a truck, but keep in mind there is no right or wrong with art. There we go. How pretty is that? So we're going to do maybe a second arc over that, just to double it up a little bit. There we go. Now look at how complicated my drawing is becoming, but it's just shapes on shapes, so anybody can do this. And mandalas have gone way back in history. So even most of our, like if you go to a church and you see a rose window, a lot of those are created by mandalas. So it's very fun. Okay, so here we go. Now, you, like I said, you can even go back, and if you want to, you can draw like a circle in your diamonds. So let's, there we go. So let's make sure we still have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good deal. Okay, so let's see. We can keep going. Let's do like another teardrop. I like that teardrop look. So we're gonna go there, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna go here. Now you know what I'm gonna do? Pretty soon I'm gonna tell you to keep going. And you can create your own continuous mandala. So if, like, even if you're on a long car ride or anything and you don't know what to do, you grab a piece of paper and you start drawing a mandala. And no two of your mandalas will probably look alike. So now we're going to maybe connect this to that one, just like that. And we're going to connect this one to that one. Maybe come down and hit that circle. There we go. It's just doing shapes. I've done this a lot in my classes with all different ages, and I love how folks are really surprised at how beautiful their art turns out. There we go. Very fun. So we can keep going. Let's see, what other shape have we not done yet? Let's see. We haven't really done a rectangle or a square. You know, let's see. Why don't we do a square like right here? Or at least part of a square. My hardest thing is just coming up with the next shape. But even if you did a circle or a triangle right there, it really doesn't matter. There we go. Very fun. Okay. And like I said, we can keep going. We can do maybe like a triangle, like a big one that connects these. So in my mind, I have no idea how this is going to turn out when I start. But it's sure fun to figure it out. There we go. Very cool. So this is what my mandala looks like in it can keep on going. So let's see. We can do maybe just a circle here, a circle here, a circle here. Do my circles have to be perfect? No, they don't. They don't have to be perfect at all. Okay, how fun is that? So if you want to, you can do a circle inside a circle. I like to move my paper. You don't have to do that. So maybe one last line, because I can keep on going, but I probably should stop. See, inside this space, we can make another line. Here we go. A little wonky, that's all right. Okay. Well, I sure hope you enjoy drawing your mandala, and feel free to send them to me so I can see them. Color them in for sure. I mean, you can use all really bright, beautiful colors, and just keep drawing if you want to, and just make this bigger. But it's a great way to kind of calm your mind during these hard times. But so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a great day. See you soon.